Creative Woman Today. I'm Sally Fine, and we have the supreme pleasure of being welcomed into the home of the visionary conceptual artist Marlene Siff. She is a well-known artist, and you can find her work in galleries and in museums across our country.
I started painting again after I was in the commercial world in 1980. I wanted to try acrylics. It was kind of a challenge. And I started working in acrylics, and I hated them. The reason I hated them was because they dried so quickly. And I was used to oils, you could move them around for days and days, and it took a very long time for them to dry thoroughly. But I was challenged by the acrylics, and it became a major challenge, and I stuck with it. My geometric, my very first painting led to dimensional paintings. Most of my paintings now are very dimensional, and this one is called Secrets. The idea of this painting was that you put your head in the center of it, and then you can hear the secret. This painting is called Centered, and it was done at a time when it was one of the very few times in my life that I really felt centered. And it's inspired by Matisse's Basket of Oranges, and I must say that Matisse is probably my most favorite artist. This painting is a very important painting to me. The name of it is The Great Mystery That Surrounds Us. And it's a very spiritual work, and there really is a great mystery that surrounds us. There are so many questions that are unanswered in our life, and I just wanted to give that kind of cosmic feeling about that. We're now in my dining room. The painting is called The Silver Year, and it was given to my husband by me for our 25th wedding anniversary. And as you can see, the heart doesn't quite meet because no relationship is perfect. In the dining room, no matter what side you're sitting at the table, you can see the painting because there's a mirrored wall there. We're in my studio now. This work is called Tempus Fugit. Tempus Fugit means time flies, and it's a very important issue for me because some artists have problems where they have blank periods. My biggest problem is that I have so much that I want to do and to say, and there never seems to be enough time, and I'm always fighting the time to get things done. You're now in my painting room, which is the major part of my studio, and this room is really my dream come true. When I come into this room, it transports me into my soul. It's also a wonderful time to be here because I've been working on a new body of work now for several years. It's probably over 2 years now, and it's entitled Elements of Peace. And I've been collecting for the last almost 3 years words, phrases, sayings. In 2008, it actually was August of 2008, the New York Times published an article that was called The Roster of the Dead. And it was all the soldiers that we have lost, the fallen heroes in Afghanistan to that point. And I started looking at the photos of all these young men, and I just was overwhelmed. And I felt that I had to do something. I had to make a statement. This is just a very rough draft of what I'm doing. I've been able to get photos of all the soldiers. And there's going to be sand, which I have a little sample of the sand here. And these are the stripes over here that I've created. It's sort of interesting because I wanted them very layered because I want the photos below the surface of the flag. And so you're seeing the pieces, which it's not put together yet. And I had to create these stripes with torn paper and watercolor and oil pastel. And then this is the stencil that I created to make the stars. So I hope that a lot of people will get to see this work and be as moved as I am about this whole war.
Thank you, Marlene, for taking us on this extraordinary visual trip through your beautiful home and this wonderful studio that we're standing in.